Look at our visual size chart builder. This is basically super practical if you're selling any products on Shopify and you'd like to add measurements to it, whether it's accessories, garments, bags, anything related to fashion, but also things that are not related to fashion, such as candles, furniture, pillows, um, gadgets, and you want to showcase the measurements. So what you do here is it will ask you to upload an image. So by clicking it, it will open your upload file. In this case, what I'll do is I've got a tote bag I'd like to add measurements for. And I'm just going to select it, open. Now it's creating, I've just selected my image and it's uploading it and creating the image annotation panel for me. So here I am, I've got full control as to where I want to place my size bubbles. First thing I'll do is I'll name my size chart, tote bag sample. And then as you can see, we've got presets here. So it's mainly focused on fashion, but you will see there's certain things such as like length and height and stuff like that that you can use and reuse across, different products. But yeah, so we've got our tops, our bottoms, and our generals. But we also have the possibility to put to put a custom measurement name. So in this case, let's call it handle size. All right, just created it. And then let's create another one, which is depth. There we go. So now what I'll do is I'll select this one and this one. And as you can see, they're now selected. They're up here. And I'll just drag and drop it to the area that I'd like to showcase the sizing for. So handle size, let's just put up here. And now what I can do is I can select it and I can move it around. In this example, I'll just keep it simple. I can also change where I want the bubble to be. So I can place the bubble higher or lower. In this example, I'll just go ahead and place it a little bit higher. There we go. And I'll just put the bubble up here. All right, so here we go. And then I'll just go for the depth. So I'll select this one and I'll put it here. And so what I'll do is I'll go and change my little annotation to show the depth. And I'm going to go ahead and move this one and place it here. There we go. So that sort of gives you an idea. Obviously, in this case, I've just created dummy samples, but that's super practical if you're selling anything and you want to customize your own naming or where you place the sizes. So now that's done. I've just put 2 for the sake of this example. And what it's done now, it's created pre-sizes for me. Obviously, you can change that for a handbag, a tote bag. I don't know how sizing works, but let's keep it that way. If you want to change it, you can go ahead and change it here. Let's say you want to call it small, and then medium, and then large instead. Done. Just close that, and that's changed it. Now if I go and select the small, it'll show me now the annotation that I've created, or the measurement bubble. So handle size, I'll just go and put something random, and depth, I'll just put something random too. There we go. Again, you can use our grading tool if you want, or you can go manually and change for the size up. So 12, and we'll put 13, and then large we'll put like 18, and we'll put that as 25. All right, so now that I've got my sizes, it's showing all my different sizes for this product. I can also put a bit of information as to how to measure if I want. If you don't want, you can just press clear, and then, or you can delete that tab, and there we go, we've got that gone. If you choose to put it again, then you can go ahead and go to the more action menu on the header and add a layout block. You can add text, and that'll appear again. You can also add, if you want, on the layout block, a table chart, and this is more for your international sizing in case you'd like to put any international sizing. I'll just go ahead and delete it, and we'll just put measure from 2. There we go, for the sake of it. And here we are. Just make sure when you're creating a custom size chart to mirror any measurements that you have on your Shopify store. So for example, here I've created small, medium, large, full written, and I want to now allocate this size chart that I've created, which I'm going to rename tote bag sample. I want to allocate that to a tote bag on my Shopify store. I'd go at the bottom, select it here. So in this case, you can either allocate it to a product, a whole collection, or to the whole lot of your store. In this case, we'll just go with a product, and let me check if I have a tote bag here. Yes, I do. Design a tote bag. I select this and then press select, and that will connect it to this product on my Shopify store. But it's very important that you mirror any sizes that you've got on your Shopify. So if that product on Shopify is written small but with just the S without the whole wording, and medium with just the M, and large with just the L, then that will have a conflict when showing on your Shopify store. So just make sure that you mirror it so that it can showcase, especially if you do stock management for our tool, then you just want to make sure that they mirror both sides. Anyway, so now we've got our size chart, our custom size chart ready. There's a few more things you can put. If you want, you can put your info, model info. In this case, we don't really need it. It's a tote bag. But, you know, if you want, you can say that Nick, which is our model, is 1.80 m, and she's wearing, or he's wearing, the medium-sized tote bag. You go ahead and save that, and you can have a look. And now we have our tote bag. I'm just going to go ahead and save it. And now if I have a look at the preview, I can see my tote bag sample, and then it's showing me the various measurements. And when I hover over the bubbles, measurement bubbles, it's also showing me how to measure. Now you can have a bit of information about the model as well here, and back to your measurement. So that's a clean, neat way to showcase sizing for any products that you're selling on your Shopify, and you can basically customize, you know, all your measurement inputs.